Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Emilio, a registered nurse, and today I want to talk to you about something that is super critical to have in the workspace, and that is work ethics. I want to talk to you about 6 ethical habits that you should have in your workplace that is going to give you a sound peace of mind, because sometimes we're so sick and tired of the drama and yet so hesitant to stand our ground sometimes. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video and I hope that you'll enjoy. Look, I get it. Everyone wants to be liked by their colleagues, by their friends, and it's just natural. I've been there, and I'm sure that you've been there at some point in your life also. But wanting to prioritize popularity in your workspace over ethics definitely breaks down your values. Studies show that workplaces with strong work ethics normally foster trust and loyalty. And generally, their employees definitely put out better quality of work. Let me give you an example. When I had just moved into a particular workplace, I wanted to be liked. I was in a new environment with new people, and I just didn't scope out the environment well, get to learn different personalities. All I knew is that I just wanted to be liked. And I did everything to be liked by bringing things for people, making them laugh. But in the end, it translated over negatively to my colleagues. They thought that I was talking too much. They thought that I was playing. And when I realized that I was not being liked, I felt some type of way. And my work definitely declined because I was so worried that now that people are disliking me or not liking me the way I wanted to be liked, my I just couldn't focus. And when I stopped caring whether or not people liked me, yes or no, the quality of my work definitely plummeted. And I started producing quality work, and I fostered loyal, trusting relationship with my manager. So stop wanting people to like you because it's not going to get you anywhere. This takes me on to my second point of stop gossiping in the workplace, or stop being a part of the gossiping group in the workplace. Now, while gossip might feel harmless or even like you're bonding with your colleagues, studies suggest otherwise. It shows that one, you're breaking down relationship in the workplace, and two, that trust that you wanted to build with your colleagues, it's all being thrown down the drain. One study reported that 90% of employees confessed to gossiping, and in the end, what they said is that after gossiping, they felt really drained. Interestingly, gossipers are seen as the social people in the workplace. They're the social butterflies in the workplace, and often enough, they're the most incompetent person that you will ever meet. Now, while teamwork is key, expecting your colleagues to go above and beyond for you will only set you up for disappointment. So stop expecting your colleagues to tell you when there is a new project that's coming out that you can jump on to showcase your skills. Stop expecting your colleagues to tell you when there's a job opportunity coming out that you should apply for to advance yourself in your career. And stop expecting your colleagues to tell you when there is a study opportunity coming out. You see, I always tell my students to stop expecting when they go into the workplace and go and seek it for themselves, because you're only setting yourself up for disappointment when you expect your colleagues to always be feeding into you and you're not looking out for yourself. Think about it. We all sing teamwork and we all say we are a team, but the workplace is quite competitive. No one is going to tell you when there's an opportunity coming out if you're not looking out for yourself, especially if you both have the same skill set and you both want to progress in your careers. No one is going to tell you, that colleague isn't going to tell you that, hey, there's a job opportunity. We both have the same skill set. How about we go and fight it out in there? They're going to seek it out for themselves and try to secure themselves that job opportunity. So stop expecting people to go above and beyond for you. Now, kindness doesn't cost a thing. And being kind isn't optional, it is foundational. I'm not telling you to be kind so that you can be liked by everyone. I'm saying to be genuine with your kindness, because it takes you places. It takes you very, very far in life. You see, I recently went through something personal in my life with my family that caused me to shut down and to take a mental break from work. And then when I returned to work, one colleague came over to me and she was like, I noticed that you're a little bit off. Are you okay? I wasn't okay. And I was still dealing with the trauma and the hurt that I was going through. And she dropped me a little note on my desk that said, if you need anything, just know that I'm here to talk to you. I'm sorry, I'm just getting a bit emotional about that. But being kind, it doesn't cost you anything, and it shows that you are very connected and you can read the room with your colleagues, and that you're always giving a helping hand, because sometimes people are just going through so much in their lives that you don't know what they're going through, but you just know that they're disconnected with their environment, and they're disconnected with, so much different things, and they're changing. Might it be their body language, or they're just shutting themselves out, coming to work, putting their headphones on, and they just want to do their work by themselves. But showing that you're there, um, really, really takes you places. And I can't stress enough about being kind to your colleagues. I always finish my YouTube videos saying being kind to your student and to yourself. But yes, kindness is very, very key, it is foundational in the workplace. And it's a work ethic that you need to always have with you no matter where you go. Sorry, I just had to take a break. But sometimes people just going through so much in their lives and they just don't know how to talk about it. Sometimes they don't have anyone else to talk about it with. But showing that you're there definitely means so much to them. And that's what kindness is all about. It's about saying, I'm here for you if you need me to be that shoulder that you can lean on and cry on. So thank you so much, Layla, for being there for me. Overcommitment destroys productivity and integrity. So you need to learn to say no. Say no to your manager when your manager asks you to stay an hour late. Say no to your manager when they call you and say, hey, can you pick this shift up? And in fact, say no by not answering your phone on your days off when your manager needs someone to cover a shift, because actually that's your day off. And if they want to talk to you, they should be paying you to reach you out of hours. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. No, I cannot stress this last point of setting boundaries, because when you go into a workplace, you need to set boundaries. And when people cross those boundaries, you need to address it early, because not addressing those issues only allow the problem to fester and to get worse and worse and worse. And it turns necrotic and we have to chop it off. And you don't want that for your life. You don't want that for your workspace or your work relationships. You want to have healthy relationships. So setting boundaries and telling people these are the lines that you cannot cross, and showing people that, hey, you can't cross that with Emilio, sets you up for people respecting you more in the office and or in your workplace. I'm a prime example of not setting boundaries in the past and being disrespected. So I remember one time I was working at a particular hospital, and I had people that I was really, really cool with, but I was always joking and I didn't set boundaries. And one time, one of my colleagues took everything off of, that was sitting on my workspace, and they threw it on the ground. Absolutely no reason for doing that. And everyone was just flabbergasted as to what just happened. I felt disrespected. And that's when I realized that I needed to set boundaries with everyone that I was working with, to not feel disrespected and for that not to be displayed ever again. Because once you're disrespected once, that person is going to want to disrespect you another time. And if others see that you're being disrespected, they're going to want to attempt that also. So I've learned to set boundaries. And trust me, now that I've set boundaries in my workspace, no one crosses that path with me, because they know that Emilio is going to really, really deal with that issue and tell you not to cross that path again. Look at you, you've made it to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you're going to hit that like and subscribe button. Also, share it with someone who you think might just need to see it. But before you go, comment below what your thoughts are on my ethics. And if there's any that I missed out on, yes, comment them below. Until I see you again, take care of yourself, be kind to one another, and enjoy. Bye bye.